your mic, and you can use this as a screen.
Yeah, set you up there.
With the patches.
Then we're going to put the microphone on here for you guys.
Okay, yeah,
What we did yesterday, to make it easier.
yeah, this the cool zone.
Yeah, thank you so much. Alright. Alright,
Thank you. So do we have to share that microphone?
Yes, it's sort of multi, it works very well.
Okay.
So yeah. So what we do is, what we did yesterday, we'll do that today, is probably we're going to have 2 at a time. Will probably be the best. I don't know if they've actually. I wonder if they've tossed already. Have they tossed already? Uncle Alvin? They started 9:30. Sorry, who's batting? Oh, okay. And what time are they starting? 9:30? No, I thought they might have started early. Morning. Morning, Vincent. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah. Good.
Lauren, nice to meet you.
Okay.
I didn't know it's time 9:30. I don't know.
I just turned it off. Sorry, I turned it on again now. Sorry.
Okay, check now.
Yeah, it should be fine now.
I put it off now. Is it off?
Sorry, I turned it. No, I turned it off. You
morning from overcast Newlands. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Vinny. So good to be with you today. It's a really overcast Newlands, but it's a lovely day. How are you feeling? How did the pitch look? You were down there interacting, saying hi.
I was, as Nadine declared. I was to Lagrange. Yeah, it was a little bit of grass on it. It's the same deck as they played on yesterday. They had a 50 over game yesterday, and it looked a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's played all right.
Yeah, Nadine de Klerk, that fiery redhead. Always going to start us off. Oh,
Yeah, she bowled exceptionally well yesterday. You know, set up the bowling innings yesterday. Bowled 10 overs on a trot, which is unusual. But
Yeah.
she bowled very well. Got rid of the main danger, Tasman Brits. But yeah, generally they bowled very well yesterday. You know, it was a massive total for the Badger to chase.
yeah. Watching Nadine de Klerk in the hundreds, I don't know if you watched, she just was exceptional. And when I spoke to Mignon Dupree, she said that she felt that Nadine was the revelation this year in the hundreds. Obviously, she played for the Blaze, taking Danae Fanikak's turn because Danae been injured. So she's really been on good form this year.
Yeah, once more, you know, on the money there. She's been on the money. That's what she did yesterday. Obviously, got tons of experience playing international cricket around the world, and yeah, just hit the right areas yesterday, and just starting the same way today.
Yeah.
A little bit of needle yesterday, yeah, between her and Tasman. It was quite interesting, the two national players. But yeah, look, that happens. You know, she knows that Tasman could have. Beautiful shot, square the wicket and offside.
Yep. Not the sound that the bowler wants to hear when it comes off the bat, but definitely the sound.
Yeah, it's
Sound
the
of
one
crunch.
thing you don't want to do in obviously in power plays or any stage of the game is, you know, give width, and the beater Lagrange just latched onto that.
Yeah. And Tabitha de Klerk, this is only her 7th or 8th match with the team. She's 19, she's young, and she's got a lot of talent.
Some width off it again, knocked down to third man. Yeah, so yesterday was she bowled 10 overs in a trot, and that, you know, I'd have liked to have seen some of the other, you know, the other bowlers bowl yesterday. We did get to see some of the others, but then you know, she had done all the damage. I think she got 4 wickets in that, 3 or 4 wickets in a spell, and obviously not for many runs.
Yeah.
On this side we've got Tatum LaRue opening the bowling from the Weinberg end. The wind seemed to have changed. Yesterday it was you know, southeaster blowing from the Weinberg side.
Tatum LaRue is very interesting. I think she's just such a stalwart for the Western Province team. She's 30 years old. And the coach always says, Coach Claire always says that, you know, she's really helped with the youngsters and really helped them as they come up through the ranks as well. So she knows what she's doing. A lot of experience, LaRue.
She starts with a wide. Yeah, what I liked yesterday when some of the younger bowlers came on, they had Tatum and Nadine de Klerk on either side, which is good. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Even, you know, with men's teams, I prefer the more experienced bowlers fielding at mid-on and mid-off. You know, instead of having some of the batters there giving the wrong advice. Oh, that's short and
6.
smacked into the railway stand for 6.
The crowd is loving it, absolutely loving that, which brings the total to 12, just in the second over. Tatum LaRue is definitely leading the seam bowlers when Leah Jones is not around, and of course we know teams looking a little bit different now with Leah Jones, Andrew Sane, Laura Goodall being on the emerging squad start their tournament off in Zimbabwe today.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, we could. Yeah, it's pretty slow. We just saw that. You know, Tatum banged it into the deck and set up nicely for Tabitha to pull to the to the leg side. It's another wide from Tatum. The way they bowled yesterday, sorry, was when they bowled it in the edge to get the batters to smack the ball up the wicket. There was a lot in it, and that's where they were successful yesterday as a bowling unit.
Yeah. Tatum has been struggling a little bit with form recently, but she's definitely someone that Western Province rely on in the first 10 overs.
Yeah.
Better ball from her.
I think at this stage, because of the slowness of the wicket, I think she could bring fine leg up and push square leg out. Because that's what's going to happen. That was where Tabitha's looking to score.
Yeah. Badgers stole a 2 there. It was great running from them.
Much better. Much better length line. And this is Newlands early morning. I know it's overcast.
Yeah.
There will be a little bit of bounce, a little bit of tennis ball bounce, slow bounce. But there is, and it's not easy. Like I said, it's not easy to hit the ball up the wicket. So that was almost the perfect length and line.
Britt's just standing on the other side, waiting for her turn. She always does.
Here we go. Well played.
Yeah, shouts of catch, but there was no ways that was going to be caught. It's a good shot.
Yeah, a little bit full, and it allowed Tabitha Lagrange to hit the ball up the ground, mid on, mid off up. Safe shot.
Yeah.
She really played well. The score at the moment 17 without loss, and Desmond Britt's leaning on a bat on the other side yet to face the ball.
Yeah, and she's going to be hungry for those runs, as she always is.
Yeah, didn't score much yesterday. Got 4 and was out early, and put a lot of pressure on their batters. I mean, I know they've lost quite a few players, to the South African emerging team.
Yeah.
But so once she got out yesterday, put a lot of pressure on the rest of the Badgers batters.
Yeah, Tasman currently holding the highest score in the Women's Provincial T20 Cup. Highest score, fastest 50, and most sixes of any team. So strike rate currently at 190. So she's really striking well. So she's going to be someone they're going to rely on a lot here. And she's just, like you said, leaning on her bat, just waiting patiently.
Yeah, look, I mean, the last time I think the last time she played here before these games was a World Cup semi and final.
Yeah.
We know how well she played in those 2 games. So here we go. Wide, down leg. That's gone for 4 as well. Not a great delivery from Nadine.
And she's going to be very upset with herself about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
7 extras already after just 2 overs.
I think there's going to be a little bit of. I would love to see how this is going to play out yesterday, because yesterday it was, obviously Nadine got her out early, and there was a little bit of verbal. So I'm going to see how this plays.
This is going to be interesting.
It's well bowled.
So well bowled. Stop
Well
it,
bowled.
Nadine.
Good area. Like I said, it's a little bit slow, and the way Desmond reacted to the delivery, the ball looked like it just stopped a bit.
The final here at Newlands in February was quite sensational, wasn't it?
It was. I
It
mean, I
was.
was here. It was unbelievable crowd. A full Newlands. Yeah, it was unbelievable. And so was the semi-final. Beating England here. It was really an unbelievable.
It was magic.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
mag-
at the time, you had the South African. I mean, the SA20 on at the time. So there was
Yeah.
just this good vibe around Newlands.
Mm.
And then to have those 2 games here as well was unbelievable. Just a good, fantastic vibe. It's full stadium, women's cricket. Yeah, so
I love the fact that we broke some records. We
Yeah.
broke some records for stadium attendance for the women's game. That opening was incredible as well, even though we lost.
Nadine, yeah,
Nadine urging the umpire there, but nothing
Yeah.
in it really.
but that was a good delivery. And that's probably the area they want to be bowling at. To be, so she's looking to score on the leg side, and just not give her width, but just probably that area. Like I said earlier, let her score up the wicket, which she did earlier, but there obviously was a bit of risk there. And here we go. Bit of width, and cleared extra cover, and just back for 2.
A lot of Badgers fans at Newlands today,
There
which is
is,
so nice. Which is so nice.
Yeah, there is a few Badgers. They were there yesterday as well, but it was quiet. Obviously, the team wasn't doing that well.
Reminds me of when India was playing the semi-final in the World Cup. Every time, New Zealand was scoring, that crowd went very hushed. That's nice final to look forward to with the Cricket World Cup.
Yes.
Sadly, not South Africa playing, but it's going to be some good cricket.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. A lot of experience from both sides. In Australia, been in 8 finals and won it 5 times. So they know how to do it. They know how to play in those big games,
Yeah.
big occasions.
Yeah.
India's got everything in their favour at the moment. The
Yeah.
home crowds, and 135,000 people again today,
Amazing.
and obviously home ground advantage. And hopefully it's going to be a good pitch. It's going to be a fair pitch to both sides, and a good final.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful shot from Tabitha Lafranchi.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's over mid-off for 4.
So that's bringing the score to 29 without loss over 3 overs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny, what is it like to what would it be like to play in front of 125,000 people all screaming your name with that support
Yeah, look-
behind you? The energy is just something else, right?
Yeah. I remember us playing in a 50 over match in Bangalore, and it was probably the loudest I've ever been. It was the loudest sorry, at the stadium ever. I mean, I remember coming off the field with all our coaching bags, and the umpires walked out. In fact, the 2 batters walked out. 2 Indian batters walked out before the umpires. So we were walking off the field, and Sachin Tendulkar and Virender Sehwag walked out.
Wow.
And there was this roar. I mean, I got such a fright. I swear I got such a fright, because it was from nowhere. I didn't know what had happened, and then I realized that the 2 of them had walked out.
Kind of thought it was for you. Come on.
No,
No,
I
it's
thought
definitely.
something happened in the crowd, but there was this massive roar. I've never experienced something like that. There was a bowling change. We got Nadine Kayla Renica. And this is something I like. Kayla's done this very well with the South African under 19 side. Played early in the year. She's bowling to Tasman, and obviously Tasman's going to look to take her on.
Yeah. You can see his stance is there.
Yeah.
But Nadine cutting that ball off. Now, Kayla Renica, another product of the Western Province pipeline, came in from the KFC mini cricket, which has been sensational, amazing. Cricket South Africa so invested in the KFC mini cricket and just expanding that all the time. And Renica has been a product of that, and she was part of the National Youth Weeks. Also represented Western Province from under 13 to senior woman. But she's also just turned 18, so young and a lot of talent.
There we go, and that's a fantastic delivery by.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just drew Tabitha out to the crease and got stumped. That's a wonderful delivery. There's a bit of turn on the ball. I felt it yesterday in the 50 over game. She should have just. There wasn't a lot. She wasn't finishing action, and not a lot of turn. That we just saw there's a bit of turn there and beaten Tabitha there and stump. A wonderful stumping there.
So she leaves for 21. And Kayla Reiniker on good form here. And she's currently completing matric, Vinny, at Belleville High School. We don't want any fans going out there this week shouting her name, but currently in matric and completing the schooling and staying so dedicated to the team, which is really incredible. And some of these ladies that we're watching, I mean, they could be part of the Olympic squad in 2028. You never know.
Absolutely,
With
correct.
cricket's making its way in.
That's right. There are a couple of young players in the side. I know Caitlin Weingold's also right in matric. That's right, isn't
Yeah.
it? Also another product of the under 19. Gemma Porter played in on the 19 side, SA under 19 side. There was a good change by the captain, and just take a bit of pace off the deliveries.
So Julia Hole coming in. She's 22 years old, right-hand batter. And she's played about 12 matches in this T20. So she's going to be looking to do some good things today.
There's no doubt there's a change. She's working a bit harder on that ball. Kayla Reiniker getting a little bit of turn there. But the pace is also up. She varies the pace very well. Now that was close. Julie Hall sweeping second ball and missing it. That could have been close.
Yeah, on the other end of the pitch, Tasman's still leaning on the bat. We're still waiting.
It's a wonderful over by Kayla Reiniker. Scores 30 for 1 after 4 overs. The Tasman Brits, 2 not out, having after 4 overs probably only faced 2 balls.
Yeah. I'd like to say it's heating up a bit with the weather here in Newlands, but it's not really. But it's actually lovely weather today. Nice breeze blowing.
Yes, it's not cold. It's overcast and not cold. It's funny enough, driving to Newlands, it rained a bit.
Oh wow.
So when I got closer, the closer I got to Newlands, there wasn't any rain. So because I thought I'd be seeing covers on. That's another one of the young South African 19 players, Caitlin Weingard, bowling from the Calvin Grove end, too short. And unfortunately, when you bowl too short to Tasman Brett, she's going to capitalise and pull that through to mid wicket.
Absolutely.
Again, it's a very difficult field to bowl to this for a young bowler, bowling to a world class batter. No protection on the square boundary. I prefer, finally coming up and squarely going out, especially with the slowness of the wicket. Just give it an extra bit of protection.
Caitlin Weingard, she represented South Africa in the Under-19 World Cup at the beginning of this year.
It's another width from Caitlin and punished through offside, square of the boundary and offside, and just to the boundary. It's quite a long boundary, that.
It is. I was thinking the same thing when she hit it, but again, when you bowl like that to Tasman Bridge, she's going to go for it. But as you said, Caitlin Weingart also finishing matric this year at Strand,
That's right.
Strand High.
Yeah.
So lots of amazing young players. And some of her family or friends shouting her name, always good.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, she's probably nervous and nervous running up the hill there from the Calvin Grove and obviously bowling to, the quality of Tasman. Now I had a chat with her yesterday about this. For a young bowler, sometimes they get caught up in the moment of looking at the name and bowling to the name instead of just bowling at the player, at the batter. Misfielded there by Faye. Misfielded by Faye Tunnicliffe, but again with, the ball prior to that was probably where you want to bowl to Tasman. Let her then make the play. But yeah, look, bowlers do that. I mean, it's not only just in the women's game; it happens internationally as well. Men's game, where bowlers run in and they look at the big name and they bowl to the name instead of just sticking to their game plans and bowling to the player. And the same thing, batting. If you got these world-class bowlers bowling at you, and at the end of the day, it's a ball coming out of their hand, and you just got to respect the player running in, but play the ball. The end of the fifth over is 40 for 1. Evidia is going to step in. Good morning, Evidia.
Good morning,
You
Connie.
sit here. Morning, Evidia.
Morning. Wow. I'm sure that the Badgers are looking to repeat a performance they had a few weeks back at Centurion when they were crowned champions of that match. Certainly, I think Tasman is looking to get quite a few runs. She's one of the leading scorers in this tournament. And I'm sure with the quite a couple of their teammates being with the emerging squad in Zimbabwe has given some of the youngsters an opportunity to showcase their skills.
Yeah, this is a wide down leg side. Which was just saved, just got inside the boundary, just saved inside the boundary. Some good fielding back down there from
Now,
the field there, backward square.
Western Province certainly keeping it tight on the infield. Yeah, she might get 2 runs or boundary.
Yeah,
There
full
we go.
toss. Full toss and smash through mid-wicket area for boundary.
That's it, the one getting all the runs up there, making it a little bit more difficult for Western Province when it's their innings. Rainoka up now. Nope.
It's very well bowled out. It's just obviously a bit of turn there, bit of turn, and that's what Tasman just tried to just knock it back to the bowler. Initially looked to come down, and she will put pressure on Kayla Renica,
Definitely. Oh, well, up in there.
It's gone up in the
It
air,
is safe. Safe.
and landed safe. But yeah, that's what we want to see. Tasman's obviously want to make her presence felt here and put some pressure on Kayla. The players bowl exceptionally well here, and I think that they got to respect this because she could get 1 or 2 wickets here. They're going to take her on.
Definitely. I mean, I think she's one of the dangerous women on this team right now, so they want to minimize the amount of runs she can get.
Yeah, once again, outside off stump, they're turning in, batter trying to push it up the ground and almost spoon that to mid off.
I'll make it 1 run, 2 runs. Maybe boundary. Nope, safe. Mr. Promise managed to squeeze off. Oh. Very gutsy. That brings up the 50 partnership. Oh, not partnership, but first 50.
Yeah, lovely reverse sweep from Julia Hull, which is good because they're just allowing Kayla just to bowl to them. That's one area they can square the wicket. So yeah, with some good fielding, but they got 3 runs in the end. 52 runs is in 40 balls. No, not 40 balls. Sorry, 24 balls. Sorry, after 6 overs. So it's 52 for 1. This partnership developing, and Mr. Province need to break this partnership if they want to limit the scoring. And Tasman's looking ominous. But, she's looking to probably score, looking for boundaries almost every ball now.
Yeah, she's definitely looking to add to her tally, and I think with someone like Aneri Derrickson that's not here right now, she certainly she has to lead the way. That's wide.
It's a wide, a little bit of swing, and obviously just a bit too wide. But I like Caitlin. Lovely action, just this beautiful run up, beautiful bowling action. And yeah, it's someone that we need to obviously develop through the system, because we've lost a lot of fast bowlers in our country. And, she's one of the up and coming fast bowlers.
Definitely. Yeah, should get a few runs, if not a boundary. There we go.
Once again, square the wicket. Like I said, they should get fine leg up and put square out. The wicket's slow. The ball's not going to really get to fine leg. There, the captain just made the change now. So we got. So fine leg's gone to backward square in the boundary, and now we're going to just hope this doesn't trickle down to fine leg.
Julia Hull back at strike. That's a dot ball. Yeah, Badgers certainly have a great degree of support here in the stadium today. Lots of fans travel out.
Another good delivery from Caitlin Weingard. Like yesterday, what I enjoy seeing at the moment, again, 2 of your senior bowlers, on fielding on the other side of Caitlin, giving her advice, keeping her calm, relaxing her, keeping her focused.
One guy coming in from Calvin Grove's side. That's going to be a boundary.
Yeah, too much width. It was a freebie that from Caitlin. Caitlin coming in again today. Better ball, straighter. Interesting field at the moment. Interesting field with a 6-3 field. She's pushed. We've got a sweeper boundary on the offside now. At point on the boundary, third man, square, backward square. She just moved mid wicket out as well. This is quite an interesting field because there is so much space on the leg side now, because you've got deep mid wicket, deep square, a mid on, There's so many. If they can just knock the ball, there's 2 runs almost every ball now. It was short, pull to the deep mid wicket. The deep mid wicket fielder for 1. End of the 7th over, 63 for 1.
Yeah,
Tasman's Brit on 18 and Julia Scholl on 12 not out.
yeah, they're about 17 runs away from a 50 partnership. I think they're looking to keep the momentum going. Western Province is not too happy with that. Redeker up next, bowling in from the Weinberg end. It's just organising her field.
Yeah, so the field is outside the ring, it's long on, long off, deep mid wicket and back to square. Again, this is 2. You know, I mean, they're sitting back on the
Probably
ring.
going
I mean,
for
on the
2.
boundary.
And she's safe.
Yeah, this is one of the problems that I saw yesterday as well in the 50 over game is that we've got this big boundary on the Oak side, and you know, the fielders are sitting back on the rope, and that's going to be 2 runs almost every ball. Because the change in the field, back of square has gone further back, behind square, and they brought the 45 into mid wicket, which will obviously stop the. But there could be a little lap coming up here. There we go.
No,
It's another 2.
I'll go for gutsy 3 if they want to. No. And that leaves Brits.
Yeah, what we could
on strike.
do is bring another one of the fielders on the offside here. There's quite a few fielders in the cover area, and that's what they've just done now. So brought another fielder over from the offside and into 45. I can tell you now, Tasman will manipulate this field throughout the inning, so that's what she's going to do. Now she's got to take on fielders, so that's a much better field for Kayla, who's now who's come around the wicket as well.
Nice save.
That's the response. Tasman, you want to score? You're going to have to take some risks, and that's what she's done. But, you know, good enough player to just, you know, knock the ball out to backward square. To deep mid wicket. Wonderful bowling. Really bowl well.
I think Redeker will be very good at restricting the runs in this over. Field is pretty much remaining the same.
Another wonderful delivery from Kayla. It's end of a third over. Stay 1 for 18. The score is 68 for 1 after 8. You're going to see a bowling change from the Calvin Grove end. Yeah, there's a change. Nasipo Fezi has been very consistent for Western Province.
Yeah.
Bowled well yesterday. She's actually bowled well in the 50 over games. She's got good numbers.
Just reminding everybody that we're broadcasting via the Cricket South Africa's YouTube channel. Please encourage everyone you know to subscribe. Proudly brought to you by Pitch Vision. Brett's on strike. And she's hoping to get one. She gets it. I think the strategy here is just to keep the run prickling. Getting that big score.
Yeah, they're going along at a good rate here, just under 8.5 runs and over, so it could be, might be a big chase for Western Province here. Fezzi's back in again. What I like about her is, obviously not great pace, but she's very consistent in her areas. Basically saying, you want to score, you're going to have to hit me, and bowls wicket to wicket.
Mm-hmm.
Another full delivery, hit up the ground to mid-off, to long-off, Taitland LaRue fields.
Oh, we're 10 runs away from this partnership being 50. Here's he coming up again. And it's a big one. There we go. She's got a 6. That's painful for the bowler.
Yeah, high full toss. You see the squealing umpire just showing that it was below waist, and hammered into the stands on the station side. But it's just interesting that delivery that she bowled now. She just almost slowed down the whole action just to bowl a slower delivery, almost slow down the whole action and just trying to put the ball there, which is, always commit to every ball you bowl, even if it's some variation you're bowling. Commit to the delivery. That's much better.
Yes, limiting them. Last ball of this over.
It was a wide delivery, stumped by the wicketkeeper. Got back to lead here, but Tasman just got back in time.
Now 77 for 1.
Yeah, some obviously concerned to Western Province is the amount of extras. There's been 13 wide so far. It could count against them or cost them.
They'll get 1 run for sure. They've got to hurry for that too. They're safe. Yeah, Vinny, that's a bit of undisciplined bowling from Western Province side, considering those 13 wides. They'll definitely need to restrict themselves on that.
Correct. Those are controllables. It's you as a bowler, it's a controllable. So that's ill discipline. You need when you want to restrict quality players like this, and then obviously still offering them so many extras. There's 13 wides. As we see another bowling change, another young South African under 19 player, Gemma Botha, who played in the under 19 World Cup early this year.
She'll be coming in from the Weinberg end. No doubt this over will announce the 50 partnership between Brits and Hull. And there we go. It brings up your 50.
Yeah, 50 partnership. For 37 balls, 5 fours and a 6. So it's quite interesting. I'd like to see the Quite an interesting field for Tasman. Sort of reverse paddles. So it's interesting in the sense that there's protection on the offside sweeper boundary at point and long off, and there was and it changes now obviously for Julia Hull. Square leg goes back out. Other reverse sweep, they're almost killing the wicket keeper. Just checking, the batters are checking the wicket keeper's okay. I'm not sure what happened there. She could have got injured. Oh, it's a concussion test there. It's the reverse paddle, and I think the ball hit the batter hit the ball against a helmet. So the wicket keeper's got to do a bet Toledo's got to do a concussion test. That's mandatory. I mean, you've got to do that. That's a norm in cricket today. Hope she's okay. She seems okay.
This gives Basin Province some time to strategize.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they're in a bit of a huddle there at the moment, and I think the talk is going to be around consistency. They haven't bowled consistently well. You know, it's too many loose deliveries in every over. It's going to have to tighten up and stick to their strategy or game plan. While they stay one down, you know, it's going to add a lot of pressure to them. You know, batters are going to come in and just play freely. Innings has been set up nicely now. The Badgers going at almost 9 runs and over. Yeah.
Oh, Babek Toledo getting the nod. She'll remain on the field. Botha coming in from the Weinberg end. Keeping it tight.
Again, a change in field. Long on long of push back. Deep square, backward square. Coming into the ring. That's Gemma Botha to Julia Hull, who knocks the ball up the ground for 1, to long off. It's well bowled. Quicker delivery from Gemma Botha to finish the over. Scores 82 for 1 after 10 overs.
And we've got Lauren joining us.
Thanks, Evidia. So 10 overs, 82 for 1, and let's not forget that at this rate they're going to be scoring well over 160, and the current highest total scored in the T20 Cup was actually by the Garden Route Badgers, 182 for 4 against the Titans. So probably going to be looking to do something similar today against Western Province.
Looks that way, very much so. But they've got to be quick about this one. They'll only get 1.
It's a brilliant ball by Nosibo Vezi. I love her. You know, she's actually probably using some of that psychology. She's got a degree in psychology and going to be doing her honours soon. So using some of that psychology on the pitch today. But let's not also forget that our bowler is also a mom and balances cricket with mom duties.
Well, she's certainly got that work-life balance down.
Absolutely.
Got 1 run from that. We're on the 11th over. 4 more balls to go. With this over, the bowling's been a bit more disciplined. the last 2 overs. Here's he coming in from Calvin Grove's side.
It was a good ball that, even though they took 1 run, was good from her. Super slow bowler, as she's referred to on the team. But, she's...
Most of the field is currently centered around the infield.
Tasman Brits on strike. She was looking to hit that looking to hit that one.
She was definitely trying to tuck a boundary in there, or lift one up into the railway stands. Nope.
Tried that reverse sweep, but not going anywhere. Can see clearly Tasman's wanting to get going there. She's on 34 currently, and I think she must be enjoying her time out in the middle, being here from the beginning.
Here we go. That's a big one. That's a 6.
That's a 6, brings up her 40. Partnership on 61, which is incredible. Not with 9 overs left. Currently at 8.3 per over. That's big.
And that's 91 for 1 right now. I think the next 8 or 9 overs, they're hoping to keep the runs trickling in and then to restrict Western Province as much as they can during the innings. Botha organising her field. And Julia Hall is on strike. Botha will be coming in from the Weinberg end. Start ball.
She's such a great off-spin bowler. She's just so incredible, such a good addition to the Western Province team. And again, just another success story from KFC Mini Cricket, which is, like I say, always a big initiative by Cricket South Africa. So
I think it's an initiative that's been run for more than 3 decades now.
Yeah, and just keeps on feeding incredible players.
They're looking to get 2, and better safe than sorry. This partnership now standing at 63 runs. Botha doing a good job at restricting them. We're at 93 for 1.
That was close. That was very close. Botha's really doing a good job, and she's also good with the bat. Just recently at the SA20 camp that was held in Pretoria, she actually got a century off just 50 balls. So we'll see her doing some damage later on as well with the bat. But right now she's got the ball, and she's doing a really good job.
Yeah, she definitely got the makings of a very good all-rounder.
And again, Avidia, someone we might see in the Olympics in 2028 when you and I are going to be really old.
No.
Not that old. I'm watching, hopefully, in the stands.
There's quite a bit of youngsters on both sides of the team that we can watch. Some great development coming through.
Yeah, and that's the end of the 12th over, 94 for 1. So Hall's currently standing on 19 and Brit's on 41, and you're going to bet that she's going to be aiming for that 50. I think she's aiming for 100 today. Like I said, Tasman Brits striking at 190, and that's what matters. Looking at that strike rate, she knows what she can do. Also CSA Provincial Player of the Year. I think she's actually won that 3 times. So she's really such a powerful addition to the Badgers.
Oh.
Courts. Hole is courts. She goes for 19. And Vezi strikes. Super slow ball. She got her.
Unlucky for her.
Hole leaves the field with just 19, but definitely contributed in the middle.
Up next will be Yolandi Simon. She's played about 30 matches for the Badgers right now. At the age of 33, she's certainly been around for a while. One of the Badgers' all-rounders. I think she's going to be hoping to go the distance with Brits, get another strong partnership going. Now 94 for 2 into the 13th over. This broadcast is brought to you proudly by Drive Force, with visuals courtesy of Pitch Vision.
Lots of pigeons on the field today, Vidya. The Newlands pigeons.
Well, there's some ducks too. They certainly don't want to miss the action, and they've got the best seats in the house.
And absolutely fearless, may we say. I definitely wouldn't be standing on just turn my back to the ball.
There we go. They've got a run off that one. We'll be looking to stay safe.
So batting with Tasman there.
Yes.
Well, just as I was about to say it.
Well,
Tasman Brits has to leave for 41. She is looking back at the field, wondering what happened.
pressure's on. 2 wickets lost in the last few balls. Western Province strategy definitely coming through. Bowlers keeping it tight. Next on the field is Rhodes. Haroline Rhodes. Was Simon, Yolandi Simon, and Square.
Yeah, Chantal van Schoor. She's only 22, all-rounder, right-hand bats. So going to be contributing with bat and ball today.
Let's hope Square and Simon gets a nice partnership going. Been a bit of an upset in the Badgers lineup the last 2 balls. I think they want to settle in a bit.
Yeah, it's amazing how we always say the game of cricket can change very, very quickly.
Easy. There'll be nothing for them.
Vezi with the slow ball. Doing incredibly well today. 2 for just 21. She's doing incredible. Run rate has dropped down to 7.5 and over now. It was way over the 8, so coming down a bit, but still a good rate. with just over 7 overs left. There's quite a bit that can still be achieved here.
Daisy definitely doing the job of restricting them, and you can pick up that there's been a bit more discipline with the bowling from Western Province. No one conceding extras. And they'll get 1 run.
Ducks moving out the way there, Vidya. They're going to go and guard the boundary lines now.
I think Square and Simon both happy that they haven't gone out for a duck. And they will not. Because they're each on 1 run each. This partnership at 2 runs.
Injury on the field. So injury on the field. Doctor's just going to come on and just check. On the Western Province side. Looks like a calf or a leg injury. There's going to be a change. There's going to be a change here. Unfortunately, one of the Western Province fielders are leaving the field.
I think that fielder might be Tunnicliffe, Faye, Tunnicliffe, would certainly not be great for Western Province if she does not get to bat at all during their innings, being 4th in their lineup.
And yesterday she was just incredible.
Ruthless.
And she's taken over captain duties as Leah Jones is in Zimbabwe on that SA emerging tour. So Faye Tunnicliffe has to be on the field. But let's see what happens here. It's a great ball. Absolutely great ball by Botha. So she starts the 13th over, and we're currently at 96 for 3.
They're looking to get 2, and they very well will.
That was close. That was very close.
Gutsy from Badgers. Very gutsy. And they're looking to get that run. And they're 2 runs away from getting the 100. Oh,
And she's out.
there goes
Simon is
another
out.
wicket. There goes another wicket. Can notice that the field for this over has been kept very tight. Only 2 fielders outside in the outfield.
So Simon leaves for just 3 runs. And Badgers are suddenly in a little bit of trouble.
Let's hope that Caroline Rhodes will be able to pull them out of that trouble. She's known more for her bowling than for her runs, though. Although she's in the middle order, and she's got some talent with a bat there.
Let's not forget that she's 38 years old already. She was among the CSA Women's Provincial Players of the Year nominees, which we know her teammates took, but she was in that nomination this year, which is incredible. She's been such a driving force in this team for a long time, and so she comes to the middle, and I think that she's going to want to really contribute and help the team here, make it across the line.
Yeah, experience definitely counts here. Made a debut in 2013. So she's definitely going to want to cement a good partnership here.
Oh, well bowled and stopped by Botha. She's just doing an incredible job today.
Western Province applying the pressure big time. And they will not get anything from that.
That was well bowled.
So two of our fielders in the outfield will be on the offside.
Lots of crowd support here today, Vidya. Loving it. It's so great to come on out and to watch actually the women play. There's so much talent. I mean, men's and women's cricket, but really encourage you if there's games on at Newlands and if you're living in Cape Town to come down to the stadiums on Saturdays, Sundays, whether it's a 50 over game or a 20 over match. Just coming out, watch some great talent, enjoy the day with family. It's always just so nice to be at Newlands.
Vezi on attack. And they'll get two. If not a boundary, it looks good. It's a boundary. There we go. It brings up the 100. Well done, Badgers.
Yeah, well done. 102 for 4 after 14 overs.
Van Square on strike. Vezi coming in from Calvin Grove in.
Very well bowled there. Glad to see Babette de Leerde behind the wickets is fine. She's doing good. She's the Western Province player from Netherlands. And she's really enjoying her time in Cape Town.
Oh, very close to being stumped.
Very, very close. But brave running, good running.
Well, the Badgers are living up to their name. You know, in nature, Badgers are known to not care about anything. They'll do what it takes to get their victory. Do what it takes to survive.
Do you relate to that, Evidia? I think we can all relate to that the last few years.
Hashtag Honey Badgers don't care.
Oh.
Okay, that's dangerous.
Stealing runs.
So close. I think Rhodes happy that she's got a run up on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
Hoping to stay there until
the end.
Until the innings
Until
ends.
the
Yes. In the 15th over. 2 more balls of this over left. 104 for 4. And it's very tight on the infield. There's only one fielder outside on the outfield. We definitely want to bring the pressure onto the Badgers. Want them to make a mistake, intimidate them.
Yeah,
That looks like a boundary.
Yeah.
And they'll get it.
Wonderful shot.
Brilliant.
Incredible.
Bring this partnership to 10.
Total is 108 for 4 after 15 overs.
Fairly doing very good for herself. 32 runs, 2 wickets. Badgers very gutsy. They'll go for another one. Will they make it? Oh.
Yeah, it was a risky second. As the saying goes, don't run on the misfield, and yeah, that's what happened. Took the second and run out.
At this stage, I think they should just allow the runs to trickle through, even if it's just 1 run per ball. Just keep the momentum going. So yeah, another partnership. That couldn't find the space to solidify. So
the time that I was away, there's a lot of action. There's been a lot of action, a few wickets.
yes, I think when there was that concussion check by Western Province wicketkeeper De Leerde, that gave Western Province also the opportunity to huddle and strategize. And from that, we've seen that the bowling has solidified a bit. There's been a lot of discipline. There's been no extras. And they've been keeping it very tight on the infield. Very few fielders in the outfield, limited to 1 or 2. Definitely want to apply the pressure on the batswomen.
Yeah, Gemma Botha and Mfiso Fezi has really tightened the screws. Got the big wicket of Tasman Brits, and we've seen quite a few wickets in the last few overs. Yeah, Gemma's been exceptional. 3 overs, 1 for 8. I think this is the 4th over.
Faizy leading the attack, collecting some scalps. Mate on strike now. Kayakazi Mate, known for her bowling skills rather than her batting skills. Hoping to get off the mark. And that'll be 1 run. Oh, confusion on the field. That could have cost them.
Yeah, it becomes a... Yeah, this happens when, you get low order batters coming in. As soon as you get bat on ball, they just want to run. And it could have been another run out there had Tatum meet the stumps.
That looks like a boundary, and yes, they'll get it. There we go. Rhodes definitely showing that she's not an all-rounder for nothing. Hoping to keep this innings alive. And they definitely want to see if they can get 150 on the scoreboard. Score right now is 115 for 5. We're in the 16th over. Oh. They'll get no run from that one. That's 1 run. Brings the end of the 16th over. Badgers are 116 for 5. And bowling will start from the Kelvin Grove end. Looks like our redhead de Klerk is next on. And I'm sure she'll bring some fire to this over, wanting to restrict the Badgers even further. You think that's a natural hair color, Lauren, or she dyed it just for her bowling action, just to intimidate
You know,
the bats?
Vida, I was actually thinking this yesterday that I'm going to ask her next time I see her because
Some kind of
it's just
strategy.
so cool. Some kind of strategy.
And they'll be restricted to 1 run. And some scuffle there on the pitch. Let's hope it doesn't
hope.
seem serious. The Clerk's still able to walk.
Some sort of strategy there, Vida. Take out the redheads. Hashtag redhead love.
Redheads have more fun.
It's actually, you know, there could be people listening and that have red hair and thinking, you know, why is there so much love? But it's just very unusual in South Africa to see such beautiful red hair.
I can see that Western Province is definitely trying to stop any big runs coming, and they've added 3 fielders out on the outfield. Long off, long on. And it looks like another boundary.
It's a boundary. Nadine de Klerk's so upset with herself. That was an incredible shot though.
Some great support in the stands for Haroldine, rather.
Lots of love.
I think the crowd is trying to get to the bowler, but Clark is resolute. And they'll only get that one.
They're doing well here though. I mean, 122 for 5 into 16 overs. After 16 overs, it's really a good score. She goes again. It's another boundary. Nadine de Klerk is going to come out with serious fire now. Not usual for her. She's an incredible Proteas player and just an incredible bowler she can bat to.
Caroline back on strike. She's safe from the fielder. They'll only get 2. They got to hurry though. Makes it just in time. The leader waiting to stump someone. This will be the last ball for de Klerk in this over. Something tells me Vezi might be up next. And they'll get the one. They'll have to hurry though.
Yeah.
That's the end of the over. Badgers at 129 for 5. This partnership is currently at 20 runs. And we've got about 3 overs left. Current run rate at about 7.6 balls per over. And the Badgers have been successful at keeping it between 7 to 8 runs per over. Hoping not to lose another wicket. And definitely seem closer to getting a score of 150 or more. Kudos to Western Province bowlers for minimizing those extras.
Yeah, I was going to say at the start, 13 was a lot. Now they've managed to get it down and keep it tight, so it's doing well. Reinicke is back.
She'll be coming in from Weinberg end.
She goes. Putting to Rhodes.
They'll get nothing from that. It's about 2 fielders in the offside. On the outfield, I think Western Province will be concentrating most of the attack within this infield, keeping it tight.
good shot. That's going to definitely go for the boundary.
Is she in time? No, she's not. Umpire says she gets the boundary.
Rhodes is really starting to have a good day today. Brit scoring the most at the moment for the Badgers at 41. So Rhodes currently on 20. She can definitely match that score. I think Reinicke will have other ideas.
For sure.
And
Is
this
she
could
safe? She's safe, and it looks like a boundary. It is. It is.
Another boundary.
This partnership is slowly trickling to become something very strong. 28 runs currently. Western Province will look to restrict them. Stay.
That was a good ball. They can definitely make two here.
That's going to be tight, but they can.
Yeah, more fielders have been moved out now towards the boundaries. Rhodes is really, really threatening the score.
Yeah, we've got about 3 fielders on the offside and the outfield. 4 right now, 1 in the offside and the onside, leg side.
Cheeky shot that.
Very cheeky. And
And they're going to try and go for the 2, and they did.
Definitely bold and sure they can get there in time. Good timing by the Badgers.
Here we go.
1 ball left. And that will be it for this over. Reinicke 30 runs for 1 wicket. No joy for her during this over.
Nadine de Klerk back in. I think that fiery redhead's coming back, Evita. And after 18 overs, it's 141 for 5.
Stay with us for the next 2 overs. It's sure to be very interesting.
Yep. Nadine is normally really good at bowling at the depth like this, so at the end. So let's see what she does. The last over was quite expensive. She's got those fielders moving out.
De Klerk coming in from the Kelvin Grove end. Got 3 fielders, 4 fielders in the outfield.
Oh, that was really well bowled.
They'll
But
get
also
1 run from that. We've got 3 fielders from on the leg side. 1, 2, looks like 3 they're putting in on the offside. 2 very close to the boundary, 3 very close to the boundary. They're certainly hoping to stop any runs trickling over.
Nadine just making sure that the fielders know exactly where they need to be. Oh,
And she was right. And they save a boundary from taking place. Kayakaze Mate on strike. Three fielders out in the outfield close to the boundary for this over.
oh, that was close.
Tight. I see the concentration for Western Province is saving those boundaries. If we can save 2 or 3 runs, that's their strategy by the looks of it. They'll get one.
Much better over from de Klerk, this one, than the previous over.
And she's been very clinical here, restricting them and very strategically placing her fielders depending on which person is at the crease. And I just noticed that she's applied a different fielding system for the respective persons at the crease. So
Yeah, for Rhodes. Rhodes has been hitting those boundaries.
oh, they'll
And she
get
was
one.
right.
It's tight. They'll. Oh,
We'll need to see if that was a run out.
looks like she's safe.
Yeah. Think she's safely in.
Gutsy Badgers. Might change their name from Six Gun Grill. Sorry, sponsors. They're showing a lot of chutzpah. This partnership is at 36. And we're in the 19th over. Last ball. Oh, some confusion on the pitch. And they'll get one. That's the end of the over. 146 for 5.
Just 5 from that over by Nadine de Klerk, and I think that she might be happy with that. I think
She
she might
will.
be happy with that.
It is a much better over than the previous one she had.
So one more over, Evita, after this, currently at 146 for 5.
It'll be definitely interesting what happens in the next over. Western Province will look to apply some pressure, restrict runs. Badgers will look to get a couple of boundaries, maybe a gutsy 6, very brave 6, and I hope it's not Kayakaze that hits it, or tries to go for it, because her strength is in the bowling department, and we'd hate to lose for Badgers to lose another wicket. Be
Peyton
very
Weingart
interesting though.
coming in.
And there we go. A
You could hear
boundary.
it. You could hear it. It was such a magnificent shot.
And that brings up the 150. Congratulations, Badgers.
150 of 121 balls so far. 15 fours, 3 sixes. And the team has really done well today, the Badgers. 150 for 5.
Yeah, I think they've put up a very nice score here. So, hoping to emulate. We're hoping to emulate definitely that victory they had over the Titans a few weeks back. Badgers certainly haven't held back.
Yeah, Rhodes on 30. So, might be a few 4s and 6s left, you never know. But no, she's out. Caitlin Weingart gives a bit of a wave, says goodbye. But it was a great partnership of 43, and they really, really got that score up.
Unlucky for Rhodes. Albertine up next, or May, by the looks of it. We just need to adjust that scoreboard there. It's Moshelle May, 21 years old. Made a debut in 2014. She's got quite a bit of experience, having played in 21 or 22 matches if you count yesterday's match. 22 matches to date.
I think Caitlin Weingart's gonna try with her 3 balls, at least get 1 out. You never know.
152 for 6, three bowling opportunities left of this over. Albertine on strike.
Oh,
See if Badgers can get to 160.
you have some high hopes, Avita, and see sharing a lot of love there. You never know what's going to happen. With Caitlin Weingart has other ideas, and she is bowling incredible today. 1 for 27 off her overs. She's doing good.
They're hoping to get one. It's going to be very tight.
Very tight. Oh,
Oh, they can be thankful that's not an overrun, because that would have meant possibly another run. Or overthrow, rather.
oh, the sun is finally coming out. You can see the sun is just coming out here at
some
Newlands.
cloud moving over, rain later today.
Final ball. And it's a good one. It's a good one by Caitlin Weingart. So we finish off the first innings, 153 for 6. Badgers have done incredibly well, with Brits having 41 and then Rhodes 30.
Let's just hope that the undisciplined bowling during the first few overs that resulted in the extras running up to 13 doesn't come back to haunt Western Province. And Badgers will definitely look to restrict them.
Yeah, change of innings now.
There'll be a 10-minute break. Everyone just getting their team sorted, getting some refreshments, and the Badgers doing some strategizing for their placements on the field. So join us. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, and welcome back. Hello.
Welcome back, Vinny.
Lauren. And for the period I wasn't there, a lot of action.
It was
Eh?
action.
A lot of wickets. Yeah, and I thought the Badgers did well to get to 150. At one stage, after losing, 3 quick wickets, I thought they would struggle to get to 130, 135, but they got to 154, which is very competitive here.
Yeah.
You have young Marty running in.
Oh, that was good. Really good fielding.
Opening the batting for Western Province is Captain Faye Tunnicliffe and young Gemma Porter. She's been drafted into the team today.
Tunnicliffe did amazing yesterday, didn't she?
Yeah, no, I watched most of the innings, and it was a fantastic knock. Really fantastic knock. Short from Marty. Got the punishment. Gemma hitting the ball straight back over her head between mid-on and mid-off for 4. Field at the moment is the 2 fielders out. Is got a 3rd man out and fine leg. Yeah, spread nicely. 6-3 field, 6-3 offside field.
Yeah, outside of cricket, Faye, our captain, actually has a gym out here in Calvin Grove. So if you're looking to go in gym, you never know. But she, like you said, had an amazing knock yesterday. And I think just really taking captaining duties really seriously. Normally the vice captain, but captaining now and doing a really good job.
Yeah, an absence of Leah Jones, who's in Zimbabwe with the SA emerging team. Yeah, she did well yesterday. Rotated the bowlers nicely, and obviously set the tone with the batting. Smarty again in just into the legs of Gemma Porter, who's clipped that to the leg side for 1. I was quite impressed with Kayakazi Marty yesterday. Bowled from the wind end and bowled quite nicely. I really enjoyed watching yesterday. It's a slip which was more or less like a 2.5 third slip, has now moved out to the leg side to short another short delivery there, which Faye Tunnicliffe didn't capitalise on. It's going to be interesting chase.
Yeah, I think these Western Province women look fired up.
Wow. Yeah, pitch just outside off stump, to fall, driven well by Tunnicliffe. Should have been fielded, but got through the extra cover area there for boundary. Scores 10 without loss at the moment.
Benny, you're going to give us an update on the Cricket World Cup final currently underway between India and Australia. For those who are trying to switch between listening to us and watching the final, I want to keep
Yeah, it's
you
quite
informed.
quite interesting. Australia won a toss and chose to field. Yeah, look, we don't know what the conditions are like, so
Yeah.
and they currently, as you see, they've lost the 2nd wicket. Rohit Sharma scored by Travis Head off the bowling of Glenn Maxwell, who could do no wrong except score nothing against us. Yeah, so the current score there is 76 for 2 after 9.4 overs. in the
How was
final.
his knock when he did over 200 on no legs?
I was watching. We were watching the 4-day cricket match here, and Western Province were playing against the Lions. And we were sitting watching the game, and they kept losing wickets. And I mentioned to the couple of the guys, I said Glenn Maxwell had to come and score 200 to win. Well, but it was tongue in cheek. I mean, I didn't think he would get close to that.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, if you look at the game in hindsight, the game was replayed back to 1977. I think Afghanistan would have approached the game a lot better than they did.
Yeah.
because it was just poor, as far as I'm concerned, just poor general awareness from their side.
Yeah. The fact that he was able to do that was just...
No, phenomenal. It was unbelievable.
One moment he was lying on the field.
a few times lying on the field and getting up and it's involuntary because you're not sure, you're not like your nose is going to cramp. Different parts of your body start cramping. And it's terrible because of the heat and humidity.
Yeah. Oh, that
it's
was
a wonderful shot. Wonderful shot by Faye. Bit of width by Van Square and wonderful shot over extra cover for Faye Tunnicliffe, who's got a bit of form. I don't want to put the markers on her, but she's got a bit of form.
Yeah, I think bringing the form from yesterday into the game today probably hasn't slept, I'd like to say.
It's another one.
Another one. Oh, Tasman couldn't get there, but it went all the way for 4.
Yeah, shortest time, and Faye had all the time to pick a spot on the leg side and pull it for 4 at square.
19 runs already in just a very short space of time, so doing well, Western Province.
Another 4. Another 4. Again, width offered by Van Square and quality batter like Faye Tunnicliffe's going to capitalise on that. Yeah, they're going to have to look like the field's getting changed, but it's, yeah, just she's struggling with her lines, definitely with her lines and lengths.
I'm sure Coach Claire to Blanche, who was promised to be on the live today, is out with the emergency side in Zimbabwe, playing later today. But I'm sure if she's watching the live stream, she is very happy with what she's seen.
Yeah, another width offered, but obviously with the looking at the field, she's now protecting the offside. She's basically got a 6-3 offside field, offside packed, and she really can only bowl that side now. But yeah, there is a risk involved with the field like this because she's got no protection on the offside boundary. That's short again. German pulling it down to long on. That's the end of that over. Scores 25. With that loss after 2 overs.
Current run rate sitting at just over 12, and the rate requires just over 7. So Western Province positioning themselves well. Tunnicliffe already on 18. She's looking to better yesterday's score. Although not possible, but you never know.
Yeah, the wicket, the way it's playing at the moment, it's if you earn length, you're going to get punished here. They got to bowl a lot more fuller. If the batters hit the ball up the ground, Gemma's done that, but it's just too much width, or they bowl too short to Faye either wide that's it off or too short for her to pull.
Another one.
Yeah, short again, and Gemma needs no second invitation to put that away. Got a bit of form, Gemma. I don't like to say people's got a bit of form because I put the markers up there.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, look, she was at a tap camp, Cricket South Africa tap camp a couple of weeks ago and scored 140 odd balls, and I heard that she was quite devastating, and she's like that. She can play like that. I watched her play in one of the local tournaments here as well. Got 100 T20 competition, so in a bit of form.
Yeah. Oh.
As we're talking here, there's a huge appeal there, and Cummins has got Shreyas Iyer out and is now 81 for 3.
81 for 3.
In Ahmedabad, so game on.
Game is on. That's what we want to see though in the final. I mean, we don't want to see just walkover.
Yeah,
But-
sure. Just cramp for room with that time. Jim was trying to cut it, but it just probably cramp for room and just knocked it down to extra cover. Yeah, you're right. You know, you don't want to see 400 and
Yeah.
I want to see teams work harder for runs
Yeah.
and then set up a good total. Again.
Again.
Short. Jim quickly lashed onto that and again pulled it to square for 4.
Partnership's already on 35.
It's going at 14 runs and over. Yeah. But yeah, look, if you're going to take it's a power play, they're going to capitalize on
Oh,
the power
yeah.
play. She was quite impressive yesterday, young Marty. She's just seemed to be struggling with the legs here. Much better ball.
Do you find it interesting that they've kept her on? They haven't. She's in bowling her second over now.
She was the best bowler yesterday, one of the best bowlers yesterday. That's probably the reason why she came back. But they've struggled with this pitch, and I think some of the Western Province bowlers as well. The pitch is quite slow, so you've got to get it fuller.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them bowled too short. And there we go again.
There we go.
Short
Yeah.
again, pulled again. Same treatment from Gemma Botha for 4. It's not easy. I mean, she bowled from the Wam again yesterday, running down with the southeaster behind her. And today she's running uphill.
Yeah.
It might not look like it, but it is uphill. And then you could struggle with legs. That's what Newlands does sometimes.
Yeah.
There's not much of a wind today, but she is running a bit uphill. Quicker delivery, but she probably got away with that. With no protection on the offside.
End of the third over, 39 for no loss. Partnership is 39 because these two have been in for the last 3 overs. Tunnicliffe on 18 and Boat on 21. So Van Square comes in for the bowling.
Yeah, they've been allowed to play like this and score quickly, but what it does do is, it takes a lot of pressure off the overs outside the power play. The way that the start has been unbelievable. 30, 39 of 3.
Yeah.
Another short delivery, and Faith Tunnicliffe
Well
out to
fielded.
square. Yeah, probably the best player on the park, Tasman Bretts. Big arm. Just for 1 that. Yeah, a good shot, but just for 1.
Yeah.
Again short.
It's going to go all the way. Boundary.
Yeah, too short. They've struggled with their lengths. Rather on the full side than short. They've just fell far too short.
How do you correct that as a bowler when you're in the game, when you're in the middle of the game?
Yeah, look, they're talking to her right now. But like yesterday she bowled from square bowl from the side, from the one side, bowled much better and fuller. She's got to just get it up to the batter now. Rather get him to drive you than to be cutting and pulling you.
Yeah.
Get up.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, it's a better length. Gemma probably should be. It's probably you could pull it, but it was a better length because she is trying to get the length right, and she's just been way too short. It's a big boundary out to the leg side, and to get a 6 and like I said, the best field is probably out there. There we go again. Short outside off stump. Well fielded.
Well fielded. They'll be grateful about that.
Yeah, look, it's packed. That's a packed offside. We've got backward point, cover, 2 extra covers, mid off. It's a wonderful shot by Faith Nicholas.
That is
That is a wonderful.
easy 4.
Yeah, full mid on, mid off, up, straight back over the bowler's head. Wonderful shot. Yeah, there's a lot of finger pointing and arms waving from the fielders, the Badgers fielders. Yeah, look, it's not easy. I mean, they're going at almost 13 runs and over. About much better on off stump, 4, much better.
49 for 4. Whoa, no, not for 4. I'm not going for 4, but after 4 overs. No, don't panic. 4 didn't get out while you were busy making tea or coffee. Or it's 49 for 0 after 4 overs. It's a really good score. Vinny, like you said, obviously going to be targeting the power play so that the overs that come are going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah,
So to say.
what I find interesting is that they should have learned from the Western Province innings. The Western Province bowling when there was no pace. The 2 spinners, I think, between Kayla, Renica, and Gemma Poort, I think they went for 30 odd. In that 8 overs, could have been 40. Where there was no pace, you got to create your own pace, and you got to hit into areas where you can determine with them, especially protecting the longer boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, probably like to have seen spin come on and just take the pace off, because you know all Gemma and Faye is doing at the moment is using that pace, and you know, and this besides the pace, there's width on offer as well, and they've been bowling way too short. Well bowled. Ball from Julia Hall. Change the bowling from the Calvin Grove and it's Julia Hall.
50 up already for Western Province.
Yeah, the 50's come up in 25 balls, 9 fours and a 6. Yeah.
Good shot. Sneaky. It seemed sneaky. You couldn't even hear it. It was a great shot
Yeah,
though.
just straight onto leg stump and no protection behind square, so it's an easy shot for Faye to capitalise on.
Yeah, Western Province were the runners up this year in the T20 Provincial Cup, but obviously the 50 over champions, so I think they're going to want to better that this year and become
Yeah.
T20 champions.
Yeah, both teams obviously, affected by call-ups to the SA merging team, and it just obviously gives you it exposes your depth a bit. You know, you get an opportunity to get them to play, which is always good.
Yeah.
You know, but in some cases it can weaken the team. So full toss by Julia Hall, and given the treatment again by Gemma. Was not looking for singles at this stage.
No, not at all. One of the debates that we're going to have consistently, and we've heard quite a lot of, is about the boundaries in women's cricket, you know, especially international cricket, and whether the, boundaries we know are, more confined, smaller, so to say. And people saying, let's push the boundaries back. We've seen big sixes, Sophie Devine, Chloe Tryon, how big they can hit. We don't need those. Almost out, but misfielded. So,
Yeah.
Vinny, what's your idea on the boundary situation when it comes to women's cricket? This is something that we have so many people talking about, debates raging, and what are we going to be seeing?
Yeah, so there was a period that I was in while I was involved in Cricket South Africa. I was also on this ICC Women's Committee, and then the discussions were around how to increase scoring, you know, and those were the type of things that were discussed. You know, obviously they bowl with a smaller ball, a lighter ball, and so power plays got discussed and the boundaries. You know, if I look at the field here, the boundaries are the square boundaries are quite huge, especially for right-handers facing. If you're bowling from the Calvin Grove end, the offside is enormous.
Yeah.
I mean that's for men's cricket. You know, that boundary could have been brought in. So boundaries do, but there's also. I mean, I've watched some of the games in the women's Big Bash, and those boundaries are so small, and
Yes.
and the outfields are absolutely lightning. So you could block a ball through the ring and get a 4. You know.
Yeah.
But look, scoring has definitely improved. You know, conditions are much better now for batting around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has encouraged a lot more six hitting and you know, boundaries. But in
Yeah.
this case, like I said, sorry, in this case, you know, square boundaries are huge here. You know,
Yeah, this Big Bash, the
Yeah.
it's very,
yeah, they're
very
tiny. They feel so
tiny.
small, so tiny.
You have some of the best players busy playing, you know.
Yeah. Another bowling change.
Simon coming in.
Yeah, Yolandi Simon. Yolandi Simon's replacing Van Square. Final over of the power play.
Score
No
stand.
protection. No protection on the leg side, on the boundary. So she's got to. She's going to have to be very disciplined with this, with the field that she's set out here. And there we go. Short again, pulled by Gemma Water to long on. It was really the only field on the boundary, which I'm finding strange actually.
Yeah. There's
So we've got long on and long off out.
Yeah.
The rest of the field is in the ring. We've got a 6-3 field offside. Short again, cut by Faye Tunnicliffe. Hauled in for 2.
good running there. Eight runs left to win. Partnership currently on 66. So is the score. But yeah, like you said as well, teams affected by not having certain players with them. But I'm sure, you know, players excited to be part of the emerging squad and really what that can hold for the future.
Absolutely.
For them.
I mean, that's such an important tour for, you know, your fringe players. Some of the players, fringe players in the national side. Some of the players coming through the system. It's always been very, very important. Those tours. Again, short and pulled by Faye Tunnicliffe for 4 through mid-wicket area. Yeah, this hasn't been a disciplined bowling display by the.
That
judges.
was a fast 4. Went
She really,
flying over
she
that
whacked
boundary.
them. She gave it a proper whack there. Yeah, so just coming back to that, you know, as they start preparing now for the next World Cup, we've got a T20 World Cup coming up, and for the next World Cup,
Yeah.
you know, give opportunities to, you know, to the emerging players, and see what our depth is like. They
Yeah.
need that experience also to play against international
Yeah.
opponents in different conditions. Once again, short and cut for 4 by Faye Tunnicliffe. Was moved on briskly to 38. not out.
Absolutely. They've at least kept the bowling very disciplined with only 3 extras. So that's at
just-
least been the positive side of it.
Yeah, but other than that, they've been far too. The lengths haven't been good.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said earlier on, sometimes, like we were saying with the emerging side, they good to have that experience, that exposure, getting So that when you're up against big names that you normally get afraid of, you're not feeling fearful when you're bowling
Correct.
to someone like, I don't know, Sophie Devine, the recently retired Meg Lanning, all the greats, Alice Capsey.
Yeah, and
The
when
mental.
I worked for Cricket South Africa, that was my basically part of my job, is to get them as much cricket as possible. Go and play in the subcontinent, get a good idea as to what it's like to play in the subcontinent.
Yeah.
And this, and the next tier of cricket get that opportunities, and it's, so when you do get a call up, it's not something absolutely new to you.
Yeah.
You played there. It's a similar, like with the men. You've got the Proteas and you've got the South African A side who's also playing. They play around the world
Yeah.
in different conditions against obviously quality opposition, and so playing in these emerging teams do give you that opportunity to play in different conditions and to play against another level of cricketer. Yeah, and it gives you an opportunity to measure yourself against other international teams.
And there's some amazing players coming through. We see in UAE, Germany, we see some amazing players coming through nations that we don't normally consider cricketing nations, so as we say. And that's also great that they get in opportunities. We're seeing more of that happening in the world, like with the Fair Break tournament. That's just been phenomenal.
Yeah. I thought that was a very good initiative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Almost. You could hear the crowds. I'm sure that was almost out.
it's just swept by Faye Tunnicliffe to backward square at 45 and dropped. Julia Scholl's not happy with that. Yeah, it wasn't a difficult catch. But yeah, look, the foundation set beautifully here after the power play.
Yeah.
So it's less than run a ball at the moment that they've got to get for the rest of the innings.
And even if one of them has to lose the wicket, it takes a little bit of pressure off the other
Correct.
batters who are coming in.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But getting back to the Fair Break tournament, like you said, a great initiative, and wicket-keeper for Western Province, Babette, she was part of Fair Break and has played at Fair Break, and it was incredible, and that's how she sort of also gained a lot of international attention through being part of that tournament. It's great to have people from different countries you wouldn't consider cricket, although Netherlands is great at cricket.
Yeah, it was exceptionally well played. Gemma, very late. Late cut down to just inside third man for 4. Well played. It was actually it wasn't a bad ball at all. It was just played very late and very fine. Yeah, Tanisha Devnaran is the coach of the SA emerging team. She's been around, played international cricket. She was part of the Fair Break. She was one of the coaches there. Spoke to her about it. It was a good experience for her as well.
Yeah.
It's another 4. In this case, it's a nick that Gemma Porter got there just to the right of the keeper. In fairness to the keeper, it was difficult to. It would have been a hell of a stop for her. So the boundaries are just piling on.
And we're both sitting trying to figure out what can go wrong from here. Boundaries are definitely piling on. Tunnicliffe on 40, Boeta on 44 after just into the 6th over, and we're already at 87 for no loss. That was a wide.
It's wide. The bowler's not happy with herself.
Doesn't that also, that's going to affect you mentally, when you get perhaps quite frustrated, not just with yourself, but perhaps with the fielding as well, things that you see going wrong, and as a bowler, it begins to affect you and you get that frustration.
Yeah.
And doesn't that play quite a strong role on your mental stability?
Yeah, look, she's probably felt that she's bowled.
This could be out.
Another short ball should be out. And yes, it is out.
Well, of course, Tasman Brits taking it, like you said, the best. Best one on the park.
Yeah, unfortunately for Gemma, she's found the best fielder. But it was
great.
It was a fantastic knock by Gemma. They set up the foundation for this run chase. Currently needing 5 runs and over in the pursuit of 154.
Yeah, so Buerta leaves for 44. Like we said, found the best the best fielder on the park. Spoke to Tasman earlier on in the week, and she said that she works very hard on her fielding. Sometimes people think it comes easy, fielding.
Yeah.
Oh, you just fielding, but that's how she won Player of the Match in the semi-final with the World Cup against England, and she took such an amazing catch in that game, and I'll never forget it because seeing her do it was incredible. But she works hard in her fielding, and it shows taking that catch. But that one wasn't that difficult. We might see her dive through the air again.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And look, currently the score after the loss of that wicket is 88 for 1, 6.5 overs. Interesting. Nadine de Klerk walks to the wicket.
Very interesting.
We didn't see much of Nadine yesterday when she played in the 50 over game. She came down way down the order.
Wow. So I think today she just put on the pads and she said, "It's me. It's my turn. I'm going out there."
Yeah, I want to get out there. I want to get a foundation set for me. Let me get out there. It's quite interesting that I sent her because she's a player who can get on with the game and just keep the pressure on the Badgers.
Is that ball going to go all the way? No, but they are going to get 2. So they get 2 from that. And after 7 overs, scores 90 for 1. With Nadine de Klerk just coming to the crease, and Faye Tunnicliffe still there, and she's been scoring some amazing runs. She's currently sitting on 40, and runs left to win. They only need 64. So required run rate at the moment is just under 5 per over. Tasman taking up captaining duties in the absence of the Badgers captain. So she has to tell the team what to do, where to go. With her experience, I think that she will be quite at ease in the role.
Yes, back to Lundy Simon.
And it's out.
Yeah, premeditated.
Faye
Yeah, premeditated
Yeah.
shot by Faye. Sweep, sorry to lap, and caught in front. LBW. So it's not ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal for the 2 in batters to be out. So we've got 2 new batters at the crease now, so it's not ideal. But there's obviously the pressure's taken off them. They don't have to score very quickly. I would have liked to have seen Faye a bit longer at the crease and get him closer to that total.
8 fours from her, which is quite incredible. And scoring 40 runs off just 20 balls.
Good morning, Mr. Barnes. You look rather on the cold side, sir. Good
So,
morning,
yeah.
young lady.
So yeah, Babette's coming in, Babette de Leerde, as we were talking about it just now. It was part of Fair Break, representing the Netherlands. And she's been playing for the Western Province for 2 seasons now, but this is her first full season. So she's really enjoying it. And I must say, not just good with the bat, but she's currently completing her master's degree while she's playing cricket. So
That's amazing. Yeah, look, as we see, spinners coming to the attack, and like I said earlier,
Spin to
Badgers-
win.
Yeah, the Badgers should have learned from the Western Province bowlers, taking pace off. Made it a lot. Interesting run there, taking on the best fielder again. Fortunately for the two batters, Tasman pummeled the ball.
Yeah, it's all Faye Tunnicliffe and Tasman Brits at the moment. Enjoying ourselves, yeah. But no, 2 new batters at the crease, de Klerk and de Leerder. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, full toss, got the treatment. Well played by Nadine. Just paddled that for behind square for 4.
It's almost a speciality shot that she just stands and hits it, and then she doesn't need to look
Yeah.
where it's going.
Full toss on leg stump. Yeah, should be. Got the treatment. Yeah, definitely a wait. Definitely a wait. Scream loud, not wait, you scream loud no. The ball goes to Tasman Bridge, you don't go. End of the over there, 95 for 2 after 8. I just sometimes find, like I was watching the game yesterday, teams seem to stick to conventional ways of playing, of placing of fields, when there's opportunities, and the same field, the next bowler comes in and it's the same field, when there's opportunities to restrict runs or take wickets, So different bowler, so got another bowling change here.
I think it's Hole that's coming home.
No, Hole just completed her over now. She's bowled past the 2 overs.
So is it do we have a different bowler coming in?
Yeah. Change of bowler.
So how do we get away from those conventional setups that we talk about?
Look, as a captain, you gotta be able to. You read the situation the way
Yeah.
it is, and not just. There's a new batter.
Struck for 4.
For 4, yeah. Another short ball, pull for 4. So you as a captain, you assess the situation. They lost wickets yesterday, so the batters that came in were not going to take. You still had long on and long off out. They're not going to hit the ball. The new batter is not going to hit the ball. So bring long on and long off out. Put the slip in. And restrict the runs even more, or give opportunities to take wickets.
Yeah.
So Van Schoor has changed ends. She's now bowling up the hill from the Calvin Grove end.
Western Province 100 is up for them after 8 overs. Off just 53 balls.
Yeah, should just knock a ball around now and get and go home. Get them home quite easily.
Just knock.
Quite easily. That's good cricket, very good cricket. Push the one to the offside, easy single. And at this stage of the game, Tasman's got to look at it, and the only way they're going to get back into the game is take wickets.
Yeah.
They've got four fielders on the boundary. It's not going to help the circumstances. The situation, because they're just knocking the ball into getting ones now. There we go. Another one just knocked to the onside. And it's frustrating for the fielding side.
Yeah.
They need to take wickets. There's such a lot of gaps, especially in the ring. bring a couple more fielders in from the boundary and let them take the risk. If they want to play the big shot, fair enough.
Yeah.
But right now, this is easy for Western Province at the moment.
Hit to the field. I think they're just going to get one. But that's all they need to do. Keep rotating that
that's what
track and
it's
just
good.
get
I mean,
those
less than
singles.
5 runs and over they need, and there's still going to be a few boundaries. So, you know, the ones, this is what they've done perfectly in this over now. Just knock a ball around.
So it's amazing when those top orders set such a good foundation.
Yeah,
I
that,
mean,
that should have been another one. Should have been another one. But yeah, Tasman at this stage has got to, you know, not just stick four fielders out on the boundary. They don't need that.
Yeah.
They need wickets. How do we get wickets? Western Province at this stage is not going to be taking an unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
So, and that's all they're doing. The boundary ball presents itself. They're going to hit it for 4.
Yeah.
But right now, all they're doing is just knocking and rotating a strike, which is perfect. You know, there's really low risk
No
cricket
risk.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Just looking at the score in Amrabat, it's 104 for 3 after 17.
Wow.
So the game has slowed down a bit,
Okay.
obviously. Glenn Maxwell and Pat Cummins bowling.
And who's batting? Who's in?
At the moment, it's KL, Rahul and Virat.
Okay.
And Virat Kohli. Again, this is just too easy. Nadine sweeping the ball to the deep mid-wicket boundary for 1.
Vinny, you wanting to get out there on the field?
Yeah, just you want to.
Wanna help? Wanna
Yeah, I mean,
go, you know?
You know, Babette's not going to run down the wicket and hit you over long on and long off. She's not going to do that right now. She's not going to do that. So why have you long on and long off out? You know, bring them in and stop the ones. You know that they're just knocking the ball around in the ring,
Yeah.
and taking 1. And it's easy for Western Province. They're going to win this game by doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
The Badgers need to take wickets.
Do you ever watch a game of cricket and reminisce on when you were in the middle and think, I wish I was in the middle?
Yeah.
It has to be that way, doesn't it? Feel that
Yeah.
way sometimes.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's.
Because I mean, this is a passion. This is a love. But there, the ball was hit again to the best fielder, and no one ran. Just a single that time, but that's all they need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to get the odd boundary, so run rate's going to be, it's really under control.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Another premeditated, and then Nadine's going to sweep. She's going to sweep
She's gonna do
every
it.
ball. There's no protection out there. Yeah, and it's a low risk shot. A long boundary. You've got a fielder right out there on the boundary.
Yeah.
She looks very, very far.
She does. After 10 overs, 109 for 2. A partnership Sania 19 and only need 45 runs to win.
Now, I don't know if with the video joining you, we're going to see a flurry of wickets again. Hopefully not.
This is a video coming live to you from Newlands. And it looks like Western Province has found themselves in a very commanding position and very much wants to emulate yesterday's performance and making a clean sweep of all their matches this weekend. Currently the run rate is at 10.6 balls per over. At 10.6 runs per over, sorry. The rate required is 4.5 runs per over, so they're doing very well. And let's hope if the Badgers are still in to win it, that they can limit the runs or start taking more wickets. Score now is 111 for 2 on the 11th over, 3 deliveries remaining. You can see the Badgers have 4 fielders in the outfield, and there we go for another boundary. That leaves De Leerde on strike, having scored 13 runs thus far. This partnership is at 25 runs. Western Province does need 39 runs to win. With about 9 overs remain, they can definitely achieve that. Badgers will have to look at changing some of their strategy. Van Square. And Western Province will get none from that. Well, Van Square has been a bit expensive during this innings. 39 runs conceded, 0 wickets. Best performance currently in this innings is Simon at 24 runs for 1 wicket. What's commendable about the bowling of the Badgers is that they're a little bit more disciplined when it comes to not conceding extras, whereas Western Province struggled a bit with that, but I see that they've made up for that with their batting. And they'll be restricted. No runs off that. We've got 4 fielders currently in the outfield. And looks like another boundary. Unlucky for the Badgers. Badgers currently have 3 fielders in the offside, 1 on leg side in the outfield. I think that positioning is definitely to curb the amount of boundaries, save a few runs here and there, but desperately need to take a few wickets. Some great partnerships that was in the earlier in the innings between Tunnicliffe and Botha, having brought up about 88 on that partnership before they were both dismissed successively. Nicely bowled by Simon. De Klerk remains on strike. They'll get 1 run from that. Good save, Badgers. Partnership is currently at 30. And Western Province requires 34 runs to win. About 8 overs remaining. Definitely doable. Unless wickets fall. Ooh. Last delivery for Simon. And that's it for her. Score currently is 120 for 2 with 12 overs. And Western Province in a commanding position, exceeding the current run rate that's required. And the current run rate is 10 runs per over. 8 overs left, 34 runs to win. Up next, Vigeland. Brought on hoping for some restriction. De Klerk on strike. Vigeland coming in from the Kelvin Grove end. Got 4 fielders out in the outfield, standing on the boundary. 2 right in front of the batsman. And they'll get no run from that. And unfortunate De Klerk not getting enough speed of that one. Vigeland doing a good job at curtailing De Klerk. And very good fielding from Badgers. And it looks like a big one, and it is. It's a 6, bringing up this partnership to 36, and the number of runs to win goes down to 28. Just under 7.2 overs left. Western Province certainly wanting to wrap this up as soon as what they can. And for those of you that's interested to know what's happening with the Cricket World Cup final, the men's final, it's 115 for 3. India's batting with Australia choosing to bowl, and that's another 6. Yeah, De Klerk is saying let's just get this over and done with. We want to go watch the cricket final. Bringing fire from her side. So Badgers not really succeeding in this over with their fielding placement. So batters deciding if we cannot get a few runs in between the infield and outfield, we'll hit a couple of big shots to get the runs up. Axie shot, LBW. Sorry, De Klerk. Sending her on her way, bringing an end to that partnership, leaving Western Province with 22 runs to win. This gives an opportunity for Badgers to huddle, strategize, see what can be done to take down more wickets. That That's Vigeland's first wicket of the day. One bowler to another. Next up is De Leerde with partner Adams, Kelsey Adams. I think they will look to wrap this up. 22 runs to go. Badgers currently only having one fielder in the outfield, or one fielder in the boundary area, and two immediately outside of, or rather three now. Three now on leg side in the outfield. De Leerde will be on strike. Bowlers just reorganizing the fielders. Sending all four fielders in the outfield are now standing on the boundary. Three on leg side. That's a boundary. Another boundary for Western Province. Scored by De Leerde. Adjusting the field. Three fielders in the far leg side, offside, and she's hoping to go pull, and she's got it. She's got a boundary. Western Province bringing this partnership to 8 and runs to win 14. Current score 140 for 3 in the 14th over. So there's 4 more deliveries of this over. Western Province definitely getting in between the gaps, and she's given herself some space, and almost she missed that. And there'll be one run going for 2. Going for 2. Unlucky Badgers. Where's that fighting gutsy Badgers we saw in their innings? It's going a bit quiet now in regards to wickets. And that'll be 1 run. Rhodes looking to collect a scalp. Western Province definitely in the driving seat here. Rhodes coming in from Wynberg end, and it'll be 1 run. Run rate currently is 10.4 runs per over. Runs to win 10. And they'll get 1 more from this at this stage. Western Province will ensure that the runs keep on trickling. They have loads of time and a fairly relaxed approach. They can afford to be relaxed. A lot can still happen. This is cricket. So let's see whether Badgers can take a few wickets or whether Western Province will polish this off within the next few overs. Rhodes coming in. Rhodes coming in from the Calvin Grove end. Deleda on strike, and that's a wide. Kayakazi Mate, 2 leads. No, they'll get none from that. Runs to win 8. Current score 146 for 3 in the 15th over. 5 more deliveries from this over. Western Province hoping to wrap this up soon. And there we go. They'll get a boundary from this one. Nice job, Deleda. And that leaves them with 4 runs to win. Brings this partnership to 18. Looking very relaxed on the pitch. Easy does it. Good weekend for Western Province. Oh, looking for a dill scoop. They'll get 1 run. No rush here. Plenty of time. 3 runs to win. Mangele on strike. Just walking over to Deleda. Strategize for the last few balls. Hoping to win this with 7 wickets in hand. They'll get none from that. Quite notably, the Badger supporters have gone rather quiet. I think they're slightly disappointed on how things turned out during the Western Province innings, but that's cricket. Badgers hoping to restrict in the lack of taking wickets. (19) on this partnership. Last delivery for this over. There we go. That's it. That's what they need. Might be a boundary, and then we're done. Congratulations, Western Province. 7 wickets in hand, and did this in no time. Been a great weekend for Western Province, having also played the Badgers yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us, and this has certainly been very educational for both sides. So Western Province having won both the Provincial One-Day Cup and the T20 League matches against the Badgers this weekend, sending the visitors home without any joy, and making use of the home ground advantage. Western Province lacked in bowling discipline, they've certainly made up on the pitch in terms of the batting. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. And thank you to Pitch Vision for providing this platform. It's broadcasted on the Cricket South Africa's YouTube channel, and to Drive Force for being the sponsors of this broadcast.